Okay, guys, we're back. Now, I have, and I hope you have too, if you're following along, have completed our seams on the side. Very nicely done. So now we're going to do a zigzag stitch at the bottom where we're going to apply the lace because we don't want to fold it over. I mean, you can, but you've got to sew the lace on, and my lace is kind of thick. So I think I'm going to do better if I just do a little zigzag right along the edge. So here we go of the bottoms. So we're going on both sides, this bottom and this bottom. And then once I complete that, I'm going to show you all the seams. So, since the serger's broken, this is a good way to get that effect, even though your serger's broken. You can make it look like you're using a serger. It's not exactly like it, but I mean, it's got that look to it. Right there. And then, of course, you'll close it off with that back stitch. Right? Oh, yes, very much nicer. Okay. So now we're left with a nice zigzag stitch. Let me get up close so you can see it. Let me move this light. I don't think you can see it because of the light. There it is. Okay. The zigzag, and we've still got the raw edge here because we're going to cover that up. But look how beautiful. Let me cut these off. Our side seams came out. I mean, that is beautiful. Can you see it? I'll turn it this way. That's a nice zigzag stitch. Okay. That's a number 10. All right. So let's do the other side. Sew up the bottom on the other side, the raw edges again. And then we're ready for our lace right after that. And I'm just going about, I don't know, maybe a quarter of an inch in for this zigzag. Maybe. That's forgot to lay my fabric right here to make it nice. Okay. Done. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is go back to our stool. Everything's done here. And we're going to cut our lace and then clip it on there and sew it on, and we're done. Then we'll iron it. I'm not going to iron it on camera. We'll iron it. And then you'll have your finished product. So let's come back to the stool over here. And let me do one thing. Okay. So let's get our lace. Oh, this is going to be so pretty. And we're going to kind of figure out how, I don't know. I think I'm just going to start cutting right here. And just start right there. And just start trimming all the way around. I'm not going to include the netted part. I'm going to cut through the netted part. And that actually will make it a lot quicker. I just don't want to cut that pretty seam. So this is tricky. I'm going to go ahead and cut all of mine so it'll be ready. Bring this to the project. See, you just want to use some lace like that. And you may already have it on a roll, or you may want to use, I just wanted soft lace, and this is super soft. So that's why I said, let's use the doily instead of the trim, because a lot of my trim lace is very scratchy. And I don't want scratching on a tea towel. I really don't. So I'm going to go ahead and cut all the way around, and then we'll measure it out and clip it in place. I really think that's enough. Okay, we don't want to, I want to conserve it because I may want it for another project. This is absolutely beautiful lace. Okay, so it's got these little, where I cut it, which I can trim later. I'm not worried. So look and see, what is the front versus the back? Here we go. And I'm going to start, guys, this is going to be pretty. I'm excited. All right, I'm going to pin it there. And I want to stretch it out a bit and clip right here. Right in the middle. And then right over at the edge, we're going to go ahead and cut it, since I can kind of see where it's ending at. And put that there. Boy, that was pretty good. I did a good job of that. Look at that. We have it. See that? Oh, it's going to be pretty. Okay, back to the machine. What am I stepping on? Oh, dear. Well, it's no good to roll over your iron board. Okay, there we go. Sorry, guys. All right, let's turn it around here. Okay. Oh, I'm excited. I can't wait to see what it looks like. Okay, so I've got my white thread. We're only doing one side. We've got it clipped. We're going to go right to the very edge and clamp it. And what I'm going to do here, you could do a zigzag, but I'm not doing that. I'm going to go back to my number 2 running stitch, and that's how I'm going to do it. Just simple like that. I really don't think I want to do the zigzag on this. I think just a simple stitch across would be good. So that's what we're going to do. I want to kind of line it up with the little holes in this lace, I want to say. I think there'll be holes in the lace, but you know what I mean. Little breaks in the lace. Okay, we're ready. We're on number 2. No, I'm not. Okay. I'm going to go all the way across there in a minute. Here we go. Now we got to make sure it's all in line and stays that way. Double reinforce it. Hey, that, my friends, is it. We're going to do the other side on this towel. Sometimes I don't do the other side. This time I am going to do the other side because I want both sides to have lace. Look at this, guys. Look how pretty she is. And that's before I've even ironed her. Now, these little loops of fabric right there I'm going to cut off. Those are just from cutting the lace. But she's gorgeous. Now I made mine a little wider so that they can fold it on a rack if they want, like smaller if they want, or they can, leave it wide. I'm going to go ahead and put lace on the other side. And like I said, that's totally optional. But I think we should go ahead and put another piece. So let's come back to the stool. And then we will be done. And then it's all a matter of ironing it and trimming off the excess in areas. And that's all there is to it. I mean, she really came out pretty. And I think anyone would be pleased to get this as a gift. This camera. I don't know why it moves up like that when, when my hands are actively sitting here working. Who knows? Don't know. Sure that's all in place. It's just a really good practice project for getting your lines straight and for creating seams and things like that. I just think it's really good because I still need a lot of practice on getting my seams straight and borders and, sewing it on and zigzag stitches. So I think it's a really good little project this is. Okay, back to the sewing machine, turning you around again. There we have it. All right. And here we go. Let's line it up. But again, it just takes patience, I've lost my little, there it is. Got it in the right position there. I hope she's not too low down. Oopsie. And back stitch. We're done. See how we did. Okay. Cut all your excess thread. Voila, guys. Look at her. Now all we need to do is to go to the ironing board and iron her, and she will be done. But I wanted to get a close up. Here is your tea towel. And let's look at the seams, okay? Let me get up close. You can see the seams. You can see the zigzags. And down here, let's look at the lace. Can't even see it, can you? You can't even see the seam. That's what's so lovely. I mean, you can't even see it because we use the white lace. Now all I have to do is go back and trim these little bits here, obviously, and iron it. And we have a beautiful tea towel. And I know we've made some before, but we've never sewn the entire thing together. We've embellished it. So we sewed this entire thing together and it came out precious. So if you'd like to, you might want to do a reinforcement stitch behind. I might do that. Matter of fact, behind on the back side, just to make sure everything stays in place. Okay, guys. All right. This is Amy with Rags and Stitches, and I hope you enjoyed making this beautiful tea towel and having this wonderful project that we've had today. I'm going to see if I can turn this camera this way so we can get a better look at the color without the light on us. See, hold on. There we go. Came out beautiful. I mean, just beautiful. Just reminds you of a little pretty English garden. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this project. This is Amy with Rags and Stitches. Please hit like and subscribe. I hope you found some content you like. Tell me what projects you're working on. Leave me some messages. I'd love to hear from you guys. And we're getting better and better. I mean, my stitches are definitely. I hope yours are too. I'm sure they are. And that zigzag, though, is my favorite. Can you see it? It's hard to see. There it is. I love that zigzag. All right, guys, we'll see you next time on Rags and Stitches. Bye. Bye.